Yes, Mercury is retrograde right now. It's putting a little bit of a damper in our plans. But for the most part, the astrology of this week is asking us to get up off of that thing, to take ownership of your life, especially starting off at the beginning of the week. We have sextiles, squares, conjunctions, as well as Jupiter stationing direct for the first time since November of 2025. In general, now that Saturn and Neptune are in Aries and not in Pisces, many of us are starting to be encouraged of not borrowing motivation or inspiration from other people, especially through the lens of social media, pop culture, maybe even Hollywood, whatever's been promoted to us as success or as inspirational, and instead sourcing that from yourself. Many people fall into the trap of looking at pictures of influencers or bloggers or, even reading books from people who have built really successful businesses, and they start to project onto themselves that person's vision of success. But the truth is, success looks different for every single person. For some of us, maybe it is having a yacht and having a mansion. For others, maybe it's having a small house but being able to afford a maid so you don't have to clean it all the time. That's what I'm manifesting right now. I need to stop cleaning as much as I am. For others, maybe it's having more time to spend with your children or your loved ones. Maybe it's location freedom, wanting to be able to work from wherever you are. Maybe it's wanting to have a job on your feet so that you can get your steps in or something. I don't know what it is for you, right? But abundance and success do not look the same for everyone. And I think now that Neptune is in Aries, we are really, really going to continue being presented with what is it that you want? What is your goal? What is your vision? In 2027, there's a big human design shift. It's called the Cross of the Sleeping Phoenix. On a previous podcast I used to have, it was called Wild Wisdom. I had this lovely human design expert named Jana, and she went over this in detail. I'll link it below if you're curious about some of the human design shifts that are happening in the next couple of years. But this is very much backed up by astrology, which human design is derived from, amongst some other traditions. So we are already starting to feel this around an emphasis, the shift on individuality, on sovereignty, on personal expression. So let's get into what this means astrologically this week.